So, hello everyone. Nice to meet you again on Wednesday afternoon. Today we are going to talk about how to build your own trading degree, including the following topics we want to talk about today: the different types of education materials available to traders, the different sort of traders, you and me, need different education and educational topics for beginners, intermediate, and advanced traders. And then, last but not least, some top recommended resources. I want to please you to make sure to stay online until the end of this webinar, when I'll be showing you why is it worth to fight for becoming a successful trader. So my name is Marcus Gabel. I'm a professional analyst, speaker, trader, of course, and life coach. And I've been trading with global markets for more than 22 years right now. More information you will find on my homepage, tradingandpersonality.com, or send me an email if you want to have more information about my trading approach. In this webinar series, Trading Spotlight, I'm partnering with Admiral Markets, which is a Forex and CFD broker that offers trading in over 8,000 different financial instruments through one of the world's best trading platforms, MetaTrader 5. Finally, if you are watching this on YouTube, remember to like this video, share it with other traders, and subscribe so you will never miss an episode. Okay, guys, it's a great pleasure for me to have you here in this webinar. And please don't forget, I'm a German guy. My English is German as well, but I do a lot of efforts that you can understand my expressions and my grammar and something else. But maybe sometimes I have to find some words, but I'm sure you will help me. So hello, friends. And I'm really glad that you spend your lifetime, that you share a lifetime with me. And today we want you to talk about the different types of education materials, because, you know, it's my private opinion, trading is a job you have to learn. And this is the most important message first and ever. Please see it in that way and realize trading is a job you have to learn. That's not a funny hobby you can make, because you waste a lot of lifetime with that. Please write it down if you want, but burn it in your mind. Trading is a job. Even you are a part-time trader, you have another job and you're a part-time trader, you need to learn how to trade, especially since trading is a game of math and probabilities. And this is one of the next important point. Trading is not comparable with your life, where you can follow rules with the expectation, you become a master of that, and you always get the same, and more than that, positive results. So, and this is how we are educated in our life and how we work in our life. And this is surely the same. We are used to do it in our life. You learn something, you do it always the same way, you become an expert in that, you count and you collect a lot of experience, and then you do always the same, and you know before you start with your job, you know the result. And if you follow the rules, if you do everything in the right way, if you do everything correctly, then you get positive results. Always. In life, we never would work with probabilities. So I guess you don't go to your job. Okay, now we have crazy times about coronavirus. It's a little bit different. But if once we go further and we get back to a normal life, I don't know if we will get to a normal life. Let's see what happened in the next weeks. But this is another topic, of course. So normally you do your normal job, you get a positive result. You won't get to your job and you ask by yourself in the middle of the month, and you sit at home and you will never ask yourself, oh, will I get some money this week? Or will I get some money this month? Will my boss pay me this month? No, you don't ask yourself in that way, because you know you get your money if you do your job in a normal stage, in a normal way. And for that reason, you should think about valuable and available education materials which fits to your current degree. So for that, you have to think about, are you a beginner, if you're an intermediate, or if you're an advanced trader, or if you're a pro, that you have to know before you start. So that's the first topics you need to understand. And in this slide, in my opinion, the most important message, trading is a job and you cannot compare it with things in your normal life. Please never forget that point. So I've been engaged in trading since more than 22 years right now. And once I started with my career, there were not that mass of educational materials available now. If I go back to the year 2006, 2003, 2001, in that way, webinars were a less functionality. We have some books at that time, maybe Bollinger Bands or something else from Gerald Apple. We had some books there you can buy, but webinars, not really. We had the brokers that sometimes, but some seminars yet, but seminars were really expensive at that time. So for a 2 days seminar here in Germany, you had to pay more than 3, 4, 5, 6,000 euros at that moment. Today, you get every kind of education almost priceless in internet. So, but at that time when I started with trading, we hadn't that mass of educational materials like we have today. Today, you have almost limitless supply of available trading education materials. So make that like a funny fact, type in the browser of Google Chrome, for example, or in the search mass, type trading. Then it's almost, how should I say, overwhelming what you get there on education materials, but that is almost limitless in this universe. So while this is very advantageous for you, it creates a new challenge. Which material is the best for you at the point where you are right now? If you have never been in touch with trading, you should start at the very beginning. So maybe most of you know I had a trading community called Dao Family. So this family still exists, but I closed the doors. Why? I figured out that webinars is a wonderful thing to teach a lot of people. But I figured out that personal coaching is more advantageable for the guys, because in a personal coaching, I can pick you up. Where are you right now? I can teach you, because maybe you figured out already that trading is an absolutely individual thing. Trading is an absolute personal thing. The trade you want to do, no other wants to do. The book you want to read, no other wants to read that. The webinar, you think it's great, another one saying, oh, that's senseless. So trading at the end, and as a result of my trading experience, is absolutely a personal and individual thing. Like in material, in education material. So the one book you want to figure out is really good. Another one said, oh, it's not interesting for me. So if you've never been in touch in trading, you should start with the beginning. So for that, write down what kind of trader you are. Are you a beginner? Are you an intermediate trader? Or maybe are you a pro? Let's figure out what fits to the different stage of trading. So different traders, different topics. Trading, as I explained, is very individual. And underneath it all traders are humans with human emotions and experiences. And this is the most important topic. With this, we get different results, because the one guy is more interesting on money, the other guy is not. This guy is more emotional, the other one is not so much emotionally. So Trading is completely a human thing. Absolutely. Trading success based on 10% strategy, but 90% of personality. And this you have to understand. Doesn't matter if you're a beginner, if you're an intermediate, or if you are advanced traders. So therefore, every trader, because everyone is a human being, is different based on his education and life experiences. It starts with different ages. The one is 20 years. Most of traders I met in my past are not a young trader. So most of traders, they come to trading, are a little bit major, I would say. So in my experience, most of traders I met and I have in my community are older than 40 years. Most of them more than 40 years, almost more than 50 years. I have in my community, I have one guy, he's under 30 years, a really young guy, 27. And then I have two or three, they are around 30, 35. But most of my customers and clients are older than 40 or 50 years. So maybe this is the time you come to trading. The earlier you come to trading, the better it is. Because the older you are, there are more senseless, stupid things you have in your mind about trading. Because you think, I'm successful in trading, I must be successful. I'm successful in my life. I must be successful in trading as well. But believe me, it is not. You cannot compare or you cannot copy your life success, maybe in your real job, to trading success. It will never work. Otherwise, we wouldn't have so many failures in trading. You know the numbers. 76 here at Admiral Markets about the last 3 months. But based on 1 year, the statistic is really, really worse, because we have almost 98% of 1 year they failed in trading. But you guys, you are here in this webinar, you are attendees of Trading Spotlight with Paul Jens and myself. And here you have a great chance, if you follow our advices, if you use our advices in your own life, then you guys, you have a really, really great chance to, how should I say, become successful or to become legendary. This is the job we have to do. So, but there are basic topics every trader should learn about, and let's start with that point. Oh, that's too fast. So we have general topics every trader should know and learn. You can read it by yourself. What do you want to achieve with trading? Did you ever think about that? Okay, we come to trading about money. Oh, we want to earn money. But after a while, you figured out it's not as easy as the market wants to make us believe. So after that, you have to figure out what do you want to achieve with trading? Really earn money with a small account? You know, it doesn't work. So what do you want to achieve with trading? Do you want to be a hero of the family, or you want to prove it to yourself that you can cope that challenge? What do you really want to achieve with trading? This is one of the most important questions. And money, believe me, is not the first answer. Think it through. Next question, how does trading in the market work? So I did a lot of webinars, and Paul and Jens, of course, too. We explained a lot of things like the trend develop, the price develop, how the price develop. Did you understand that? How does the price and trend develop? Did you understand that? This is what I teach my clients in personal coachings very intensively. So which market and instrument fits for you? Not every guy is made for trading in FX and Forex. We have a lot of guys that want to trade in shares. Or do you have a huge account that you can make trades in futures, of course, or maybe in metals or in some commodities? Which market instrument fits to you? It's depending of your money. It's depending of your account size, and it's depending of your job if you are a part-time trader. Did you ever think about the real risk and money management strategies? Cut your losses and let the winners run. And how to manage your psychology in trading. So if you follow my webinars, you realize that I talk a lot of time about the psychology things in trading. And today as well. Why? Guys, trading success is 10% strategy. And a strategy is based on rules. Rules you can read and you can understand and you can realize and you can use it. But to use it every time, even after a drawdown phase, even after a row of losses, this is psychology. This is personality. This is the human part on the right side of the chart. How to manage the psychology in trading. So that's general topics every trader should have on your plate every time. Let's talk about educational topics for beginners. I don't know how many experience do you have right now, but maybe you are a beginner. So when are you a beginner? I would say in the first year of your trading career. If you start trading a couple of months ago, a couple of weeks ago, a couple of days ago, then believe me, you are a real beginner. So if you're coming to trading the very first time, you should learn the basics. And if you watch our Trading Spotlight webinars or watch the videos on the video channel of Admiral Markets Trading Spotlight, then you can learn a lot of basics from Paul Jens and me. So this kind of learning, you can compare it with driving a car. So maybe you want to drive a Ferrari, I guess you should have a driver license. Whatever kind of car you want to drive, you have to do your driver license. Otherwise, it will end and it will lead to an accident. And maybe sometimes we read that news in TV or in radio that young guys had a great and awful, awkward accident because they have your driver license but no experience. They got a Ferrari or Porsche or BMW, something else with a lot of power in the engine, and then they had an accident. They died. Why? Even they had a driver license, they had a lack of experience. So trading is like driving a Ferrari. First of all, you have to make your driver license, and then you have to count and you have to collect experience. And maybe it's better you drive a Skoda or maybe a Golf or VW or something else before you buy Ferrari, of course. It's just only for your understanding that you can compare it, that you can break it through or break it down to single steps. So there are some topics for beginners, guys. How does the price and the trend develop? Why is it so important? Because price and trend are the natural things and the absolutely basic things that work in trading. And you have to understand that you don't trade Euro USD, you don't trade gold, and you don't trade the DAX or the Dow or S&P. No, you cannot trade the DAX. You trade the price of this underlyings or of this different assets. You trade the price. If you have a look to gold, you ask, how much is it right now? Or if you want to fly over to USA, not yet, when it's over, then you ask, oh, how is the dollar to the euro right now? So you ask, how much is it? And the answer is, it costs right now already this one. So we're talking about the price. And this is one of the absolutely topics and basics that you understand. You trade the price. So, and prices are either fair or unfair. They are either expensive or cheap or fair valued. This you have to know. And based on this consistently changing of expensive, cheap, fair, expensive, cheap, fair, this is leading to movements and corrections in every asset and in every underlying. And based on that, this consistently changing of supply and demand leads to movement and corrections, and at the end, to a damned easy trend. No more, no less. So you stand on the right side of the chart, the right edge of the chart, and there you have to ask by yourself two questions. What's about my price? Cheap, expensive, fair? And what's about the trend? Do I have especially a trend? And where I am in the trend, in the move or in the correction? And if you are a trend trader, you know you have always follow the trend. It's simple, follow the trend. Of course, you know the trend is your, yes, your friend. As a beginner, next question, how to handle your trading platform like MT4 or MT5? Why is it? This is your driver license. So without a car, you cannot drive to anywhere. So you need to drive a car. And in trading, it is your software. In our case here at Admiral Markets, it's platform method 4 or 5. So you have to know how to open and close a trade. Maybe you made this experience in your past that you wanted to go long, and after a couple of hours or minutes, or maybe a day later, the day afterwards, you see, oh my God, I did open it right in the wrong position, in the wrong direction. You wanted to open a long trade, and then in the end you opened a short trade and you will make a big loss. That's stupid, I would say, but it's a mistake, and it's haven't. That is a really, how should I say, that might not be happen. Because therefore you have to make a driver license, and you have to exactly know how to handle your trading platform like this MetaTrader 5 or 4. And then make it customized to yourself. If you want to have a black or white background, something else in your chart, make it comfortable to you. Make it comfortable that your strategy is really easy, that you can focus on your personal development. So, but as a beginner, then that's the 3 interesting questions. How does the price and trend develop? How to handle your platform, that you know how to open and close a trade. Then you trail your stop loss, where you get out of a chart, something else. That's some beginner topic. Make sure that you can work with that automatically. You know, to start a new automatism in your mindset, in your subconsciousness, you need 11 repeatings. If you break this 11, you have to start from the beginning. You cannot break at the 8th repeating and then start with then they do different things, and then you can start with 9th repeating. No, that doesn't work. That's not the way your subconsciousness works. If you make a break, you have to start from the beginning. Basically, it's not the problem, but never underestimate that point that you waste your absolutely worthful lifetime. Your lifetime, guys, is absolutely limited. No one, never ever, left this planet alive. No one. So never forget that. Try to repeat your new things 11 times in a row. Then your subconsciousness realize, oh, something new comes over. And then once you made your repeatings 11 times, then you need 111 repeatings. You can Google it, of course. And then a new automism is established in your subconsciousness. If you break it at the 50 or 60 repeating, you have to start from the very first one again. This is the point how our subconsciousness works. Don't underestimate that point, otherwise you will lose a lot of lifetime. Don't forget, you can see it in my back. There is the hourly glass here, and this is a sign for my running lifetime. So this hourly glass I can change, I can move, it is over. If the last sand corn is fallen down in your life, you will never move it to the other side. It's over forever. Don't forget that, please. Let's go on for some more topics for beginners. Which market instruments fits for you? Forex, CFDs, future shares. It's a little bit, it's depending of your account size. And yes, next one, risk and money management, how to create a business plan, how to set financial and personal goals, and which strategy is the best for you. So, you know, we have a lot of strategies: trend trading, movement trading, breakout trading. You can trade with moving average things. You can work and strategy like MACD, divergences. So there exists a lot of thousands, almost limitless strategies over there. But do you know your real financial and personal goals you want to achieve with trading? Did you ever write it down? So have a look, this one. Oh, you see that? That's my diaries. That's my trading journals. Not every single trade, of course not. For that I have my software and my trading approach. But here are my private news and notes in it. 3 books already, since almost 20 years right now. And there I set my financial and personal goals. Did you make your business plan? If not, do it now. After the webinar, of course, please. Do it. You will never reach any goal, never ever, without a business plan. You need a plan in trading because it is a normal job. And in this business plan, you should write down what's your financial and personal goals. And then the other things, which strategy is the best for you, which fits for you. Trading is a human thing, guys. Trading is an absolutely individual and personal thing. You cannot compare yourself with your neighbor. No trader is exactly the same to each other. No trader. Every trader is a human being, and every trader is individual and a completely personal or regional in that way. Let's go one step further for intermediate traders. Maybe you have some weeks, months, or maybe 1 or 2 years behind you, so then you can call yourself an intermediate trader. And like such an intermediate trader, you have definitely different topics on your plate. Why? You have indeed a lot of experience in the past weeks, month, or maybe 1 or 2 years. And in that time, you had some couple of trades, you had your own losses in between, and you realized at that time that trading is not that easy as you thought once you started. When we start with trading, most of us, we think, oh, that's easy. Come on, push the button. It's green, go long. It's red, go short. But after maybe 1 or 2 years, you realize, guys, nah, it's not that easy as you think when you started, once you started. Then different questions rise up in your minds. Let's talk about a little bit different questions. So, possible topics. How much time do you really need to spend on trading? Guys, after you had your first fights with your wife, with your girlfriend, or both of them, or with your family, you have to fight. You have to ask this one. Do I really need that much time in front of my screens? Is it worth to send my wife and my family away that I can have a look at the red and green candles? Is it worth? Really? Think about it, please. Is day trading really a fitting kind of trading for you? Really? Do you want to jump after every 5-minute candle? Do you really need that? Is it worth? Even if you made this experience, you can make so much more money in, how should I say, 4-hourly chart, daily chart, weekly chart, completely beside of your life. Once you made this experience, so like me and my community, or Battle of Titans, for example, or in Trading Spotlight, our community on Traders Yard, of course, please come in. Then you will see Paul, Jens, and myself and my trades. Once you made this experience that you make 800 or maybe more than 1,000 pips with one damned trade, maybe in 2 or 3 or 4 weeks, I swear to God, you will never see a sense that you spend hours and hours in front of your screen while your kids rise up and you didn't realize it. Think about it. Maybe you crashed your first account. Do you have any money to deposit again? And if yes, how much? Do your partner know that you have deposit more money? In which market and instrument you should become an expert? Because in the beginning, so I did it in the same way, we tried to a little bit to everything up to now. So we made trades in exchange currencies, some guys only in shares, others in commodities. So I know some guys, they think they are an expert in oil or in gold. So after a while, you figure out which one is the best market for you. Maybe it's Forex market. We can trade on CFDs or in Forex here at Admiral Markets because it's 5/24, 24 hours open, 5 days a week. So it's amazing. If you work in 4-hourly charts, so like me, you can have trades 4, 5, 6, 7 at the same time without any having stress. And which kind of strategy should you focus on? What do you believe in? Trend, movement, or breakout? Which one fits to you? Do you love movement without having a trend? Do you love breakout trading? Or do you see, it's better I only work with trends? Which one fits to you? Here we go again. It must be a part of your business plan. Without a business plan, guys, you will never have success in trading. So, but this is a couple of questions you ask if you are an intermediate trader. Now, let's go on to an advanced traders. Then, as an advanced traders, I would say 3 years, 5 years. What do you think? Type it in the chat box. What is an advanced traders? How many years do you need an experience to get or to be an advanced trader? What do you think? 3 years, 4 years, 5 years? What is your personal experience? Please come on, type it in the chat box right now. One button. 15 years, 5 years. Thanks, Harold. Thanks, Ronald. 5 years. I'm in the same way, yes. If you trade consistently, I would say yes. Up to 5 years. Up to 5 years, I would say, then you are an advanced trader. Better 8, and Ronald, I'm with you, at the best 15 years. And if you have more experience, then you're really an expert. And yes, Plum, I'm with you, maybe 10 and more, yes. Then you can see that I think you're an advanced trader. Yes. So by now, you know the feeling of making money and losses if you have some couple of years behind of you. So you are used to do trading with a successful risk and money management system. You found your perfect strategy, market, and instruments. But to be honest, and I'm engaged in trading since the pure trading 15 years right now, 15 years. So in the financial business, I'm engaged since 22 years now because I had an education as an advisor in financial things. But real trading, I started in 2003, 2004, roundabout. So I would say, have a little bit experience in that way. And I would say I'm an advanced trader. I would never say I'm an expert because I'm an expert in handling myself. Yes, that's correctly. But yes. Yes, I would say I'm an advanced trader, yes. Why? Because I found my strategy. I have all my strategies. I can make trend, movement, and breakouts. I have my completely risk and money management. I found my own penguin factor. And yes, I used to ask other questions. Because at that stage of your trading business, you figured out that successful trader must have changed his mindset. Because you know, losses are a part of the trading game. So, and to accept this inevitable thing, you have to ask, and you start to ask new questions, because this change of your mindset by accepting the inevitable thing in trading, let some new questions rise up in your mind. What kind of questions I'm talking about here? Following questions. Why should I continue with trading? Because I know that I cannot become rich quickly with my account size. Guys, I don't know your account size, but I guess, guys, no one of you, or less people of you have more than $100,000 on your account. I guess most of you guys, like me, of course, like me, we have on our plate, on our account size, maybe 5, 10, 50, 20, more, maybe 30,000 on your account. So the average, it's an interesting, funny fact, the average of account size in Germany, what do you think is it? I can tell you, it's less than 10,000 euros. In the average, all trading accounts, in the average in Germany, we have around 6,000 euros on account. And if you are an advanced trader, you figured out that you will never become rich, or not quickly, in that a quickly way, becoming rich with that small account size. Even you have 20,000 on your account, maybe 30,000, with the correct risk and money management, with this changed mindset, accept an inevitable thing, losses, drawdown phases, and something else. And you ask, once you ask by yourself, in a very quiet and soft moment, you sit in front of your screen and you ask by yourself, what the hell? Why should I continue? I realized I cannot become rich with this money. I have to follow my rules. I have to follow my risk and money management. Why the hell should I continue? Did you ever ask this by yourself? If not, guys, no problem. Then you have a way to go to become an advanced trader. But this question will come. This question will rise up in your mind. I promise you. I promise. It's as sure as we call it in Germany, is as sure as the amen in the church. German speech. So after I realized that I don't need to spend too much time with charts, what should I do with my time? So maybe you trade in 4 hourly charts, or maybe daily chart, or as an how should I say, as not divergence, a diversification weekly chart. So in my account, I work with 4 hourly chart and a weekly chart. So I have a mess of time because it not requires so much time to go through your list in 4 hourly chart every 4 hours. It's perfect for part-time traders. But now you realize it is not necessary to come home from your job and spend hours and hours in front of your screen. If you can see, oh, made a lot of money with 4 hourly charts, so you have time with your family. So what should you do with your time? It's amazing once you figured out, oh my God, I have time. My trades are working. Market will decide how much money I will get. Come on, kiddies, let's spend time to each other. Now, coronavirus say thank you. You have time. What is the purpose of your existence? Oh my God, what's your real why? What legacy do I want to leave behind? I don't know in which state of career you are right now. I don't know, guys. But there will come a time in trading you will ask this question, these 3 last questions by yourself. What is the purpose of your existence? Once you realized that you work with probabilities, once you realized you cannot become rich very quickly with a small account, once you realized that you have a lot of time to spend with other things, because trading is a kind of probabilities, you ask and I ask myself, what is the purpose of my existence? What is my real why? And what legacy do I want to leave behind? And I can tell you, once there was a bad, dark time in my life. I lost all my money, I lost my family, and almost I lost my life. I lost almost everything. And I promised to my Lord, once in my darkest hour in my life, I promised to my Lord, if I will find a way to become successful in trading and to manage and handle this thing, I will teach other people to find a same way, becoming successful, having happiness in your life, and find the real why and purpose of your existence. This is my real why. I want to teach you, because guys, there is a way to become successful in trading and find your real why in your life. And I promise you, if you go that way, you will find the magic in your own life. And you become the hero of your family. And you will become the hero of your people. I promise you that. If you are willing to ask these questions, if you are willing to change your mindset. If you never ask these questions by yourself, then you are not an advanced trader. Then you're focused on money, strategies, or something else. But believe me, if you have the power to go that way on and on and on, there will come this time to ask this yourself. And then, guys, then I would suggest then you need a coach, because these are really, really heavy questions. What is your real why? What is your power? What motivates you to go through your life? And once you have to go from this planet, then you have to look back and then you ask, what can people learn about my template, about my example? What legacy do you want to leave behind? Oh, sorry. As an advanced trader, you understand the game of probabilities, and you have learned to accept the inevitable things that there's no setup that will generate only winners. For that reason, you start to focus on personal development. On the way, you will figure out that financial goals and spiritual goals can work together. And believe me, this point, I judged this point a couple of years ago. I thought when my mentor taught me, Marcus, you have to think about little spirituality. And I said to him, are you crazy? Are you stupid? I'm a trader. Now, once you will realize that spiritual goals must become a part of financial goals. But for that, you have to dive deep into this point. And on that way, you will find your way back to your inner center and discover real and true freedom. And I know, guys, trading is able to bring you at the edge, to the edge of your own comfort zone. I know that. I made this experience very, very often. And then you are completely out of yourself. You are uncontrolled. You are out of control. You are angry. You feel anger, and so on. All that emotional stuff. But once you understand the real insights of trading, then you can come back to your inner center and to real and true freedom. And at that stage in our time, guys, coronavirus, this brings you back right now. And guys, it is worth to fighting for. Let's make a conclusion. There are almost unlimited educational materials available today. The challenge is finding the right for you. Different traders have different needs, of course, need different education. Beginners, intermediate, and advanced traders ask different questions, which will influence the best educational materials for you. And on your way, becoming a successful trader, you will see it is worth fighting for. Guys, thank you. Come into your trading spotlight community. We will never leave a client behind. Tradersyard.com, there is our trading spotlight group. It's priceless. Come into, then you see Jens, Paul, and myself. We made trades there. We share our trading ideas there with you. You can follow them. You can ask whatever you want, especially after our webinars, this too. And then we can get in touch there, guys. And next Friday, Jens is talking about how to trade gold with only one trade a week. What are the benefits of that? Best time to trade gold and the top gold trading strategy. Friday, same time, same place. Guys, I have to say thank you. If you have any questions, Admiral Markets will lead you to success. Follow us on Traders Yard. And what should I say? Guys, we have absolutely crazy times. Please stay at home. Use the time to come back to yourself. Use the time, guys, to spend time with your family, with your kiddies, with your wife, or you spend time with us on Admiral Markets. I wish you all the best, guys. Keep and stay healthy and take care for yourself and your family. We will get out of this crisis stronger than ever as long as we do it together. With this in our mind, guys, be careful about your thoughts because they are the beginning of your actions. See you. Bye-bye.